You see, I want to say they ain't got no more bullets in the top store, bro. Yeah, that's right. You ain't got your headband this time? Huh? You ain't got your headband this time? Not yet. Is your head wrong? A little bit. I cut it though.
One west till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west till the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west till the death till they bury me. I be one west till the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me from the soul out of heresy. Speaking heresy, get you fucked up apparently. It's like they're daring me. I said, shit, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar makes you listening. Get your heart ready, man. Stop getting you getting dividend. So start getting ignorant. I be doing soul shit. I told you shit anonymous. Now I get anonymous. That's fucking trying to do. Brian Chemical, this is funny until I'm anonymous. Bring the apocalypse to the pussy. I'm shit. Keep my heart small. I hope I'm like a pop bitch. Fuck the politics and the lies and the politics. They the giants, so we go check out like a college. It's not an obvious. I don't see the shit. It's out of this. The way you're rocking this and commercial. They put it all in. It's all the politics. The competition is all this. Shit, y'all can talk sense. I'm going west to the death to the death. I'm going west to the death. I'm going west to the death to the death. I'm going west to the death. I'm going west to the death to the death. I'm going west to the death. I'm going west to the death to the death. I'm going west to the death to the death to the quiet. It's my home, but I'm riding like I got who's my home. Rhyme all like the guy. Now I'm really open, 17 in the boot. Only need a few to sit in the country. I'm a guy that's a little guy, and you want to make whatever you got. Spend my mind, let you follow the city. I'm a shut stop, let you come to the city. But now I'm going off the top, so I'm a pop. I was thinking from the top, I'm a pop. You already, in the work, I'm trying to want to say I got the other side. I'm going to go back to the
You got everything? Yeah, you need something before we start?
No.
Okay. All right, let's get into it. That's my eyes. I think we're ready now. All right. Wrap it up. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh, Shemir, Shah, Barakatam, to all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Alatham, by Shemir, Shah, to all my sisters, all right? It's I.S.U.P.K, Minneapolis. Man, today, man, where should we start? So much is happening so fast and so rapidly, man. I'm so happy, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's, our enemies is getting their ass handed to them. See what I'm saying? Which is very, very amazing, very, beautiful, sight in the eyes of, myself and other brothers and sisters, man. If you watched, YAHANNA's class last, what was that, last Thursday? No, we had a
Monday, right?
It's Monday? Oh, it's like Monday. Yeah. If you watched it Monday, you know what I'm saying? And then even watching the grill, it was a wonderful, a wonderful conversation about things that's going on in the earth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As you may know, today is Tuesday, so-called St. Patrick's Day. We ain't going to get into that topic. I'll teach you on that, most likely next week. Okay. I just want to skip that for today. That's not really on my agenda or so much important right now. But when we do talk about St. Patrick's Day, what you want to remember why we're going to bring that up is because the Christian church has a fetish with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and that ties into the breakdown of St. Patrick's Day, just a tad bit with the shamrock leaf, okay? And where the color green and where the history and all that comes from, we'll get into that. But today, I really want to touch on something that's very important because everything on the news is Corona. Right. See what I'm saying? You're not hearing too much about, deaths of Black and Hispanics. Right. You're not hearing too much about shootings, arrests with anybody, not just Black and Hispanics, but you're not hearing too much other news. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Now, like 3 to 4 earthquakes just happened in one place. Yeah. No one's talking about that as much. That is amazing. You know what I'm saying? That is the Lord working. I mean, the Most High He is in all places, all at once, and giving this earth a shaking. See what I'm saying? He's shaking up this place to deliver a message, all right, to all people on the face of the earth. Now, I really want to focus our attention on Black and Hispanic people because this is the Brotherhood and the Sisterhood class where we learn from the scriptures how to become, you see what I'm saying, a family again. People that are, joined in unity and love. Now, that may sound Christian to many people, but Black and Hispanic people, we don't know how to love each other correctly. Right. We think passing that, that lean and passing those drugs around and teaching us, teaching each other how to sin, see what I'm saying? How to rob, how to get whores, how to be a player. We think all those things is showing someone love in a sense, and it's not. You know what I mean? Giving them, most gang members, see what I'm saying? The reason why they gang bang is because they looking for a family. Right. See what I'm saying? That's not family, that's not love. Because they are going to put a stumbling block in front of you and have you killed. All right? But I'm going to tie into a little bit of that in a second. But more than anything, I want to talk about the oppression side of things concerning Black and Hispanic people. When I say Blacks and Hispanic, I'm talking about all the tribes, including the Native Americans, okay? So that's pretty much going to be the topic for today, and we are going to talk about the crisis with our enemies at this moment, in this day and time in 2020. So far, it's been a good year. It's been a good year in 2020. It's been amazing, all right? And it's going to get even more nastier and bloodier. That's right. See what I'm saying? More plagues, more earthquakes, more destruction is going to come to this empire, to this place. All right, because Christ is on his way. And when he's on his way, you better make sure that you find yourself working, like the Bible says. Otherwise, your blood will be upon his sword and upon his garment. All right? Man, you want to say something real quick? Anything?
Yeah, nah, I just want, it was just amazing though that this flu, and this Kung flu that they call it, has made all the other nations feel our pain overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm talking about from the healthcare issues, from the not being able to pay for child care, and being worried about losing their job, everything we feel. I had a heathen say on my job that they're afraid for martial law because they feel like the police gonna be able to do whatever they want. And I'm like, the police been doing whatever they want to us for 400 some years. You know what I'm saying? So it's just amazing to see how the Most High can make this thing crumble so damn quick, man.
Right, you see what I'm saying? Everybody has been talking about martial law since those Illuminati days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the rappers and 666,
right.
And, Mark of the Beast, all that garbage. You know what I'm saying? Once again, people need to stop smoking, being on the internet.
For sure.
Gotta stay off the internet because the internet's gonna get you, jammed up.
Right.
It's gonna have you thinking all types of things. And you know what? I was one of those cats, I wasn't, I never smoked weed in the world before, but I was as high as everybody else was.
Right.
Because I was afraid of everything that said Illuminati. Ooh, a checkerboard and a triangle with an eye, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Pinot gland, it's dumb. Like I was just at slavery. It's like one man. I was at slavery. Someone just talking about martial law, and I'm just sitting there just laughing. And they're like, "What's funny?" I'm just like, "Oh, that's just a joke, man.
Right.
It's nothing but a joke." Go ahead.
No, it's just we be scared of everything but the Most High. We scared
and that's my
point. Everything, but I'm like, man, the Most High is more powerful than all of that. You know what I'm saying? Right.
See what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make any sense, man. And people think that they got it all figured out. Hey, you seen that meme with Dr. Umar Johnson? About the virus?
Nah.
Okay, I gotta say that to class. And hey, it's so funny though, it's so dumb. You know what I mean? People are already making videos talking about, oh my goodness, the Simpsons that talked about it in 1993 and it was gonna hit China. It's like, look, man, that is not real.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's like anybody can tell you that eating bats and monkeys is going to lead to some type of disease one day. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, it's funny seeing it because, you would think that they're really predicting stuff in the future that's going to really happen.
Right.
The Bible predicts things that's going to happen.
Thousands of years.
Thousands of years. And that's how I see it. When I see those memes about, when I see those memes about, the Simpsons have predicted this and predicted that, it's going to happen. It's going to happen either way. So I said, because the Lord said. And once again, I don't put fear in memes about the Simpsons and what they predict. You know what I mean? They're not God.
Right.
But the Most High who is causing this virus, he is God. He is the one that is in control of all of that. You see what I'm saying? And so, everything that we see today is in the Bible.
Right.
It's not going to say Matthew chapter 2, verse 2. Coronavirus coming in 2020.
Yeah, right.
It's not going to say that. But it is going to say that there's going to be plagues. And there's going to be earthquakes in diverse places.
Right.
There's going to be pestilence and famine.
That's right.
It does tell you that though. So that's your proof. That's your answer. You know what I mean? And so go ahead.
It's just like Revelation is happening page by page. Right
page
now.
by page.
Like it's too quick. It's like the earthquake. Then there's you got the troops sending bombs over here. Then there's a disease. It's like everything is happening like in order.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, you're damn right. And also too, when certain things like this happen, I think about Isaiah too. Isaiah, I think about Ezekiel, like all the books that have prophecies in them. You know what I mean? Like every book, you see what I'm saying, tells a story. You know what I'm saying? Like those books, Ezekiel, Zechariah, Zephaniah, I said it in Revelation, Isaiah, those books, or even Jeremiah, like those books I can think off of hand that tells a lot of prophecy. See what I'm saying? Oh, the book of Matthew, you know what I'm saying? They're in the whole Bible.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those specific ones. And page by page, chapter by chapter, book by book, we are seeing this Bible being revealed to us. Right. We are seeing these things in the earth really happen in front of our eyes. Like we are living through those times. Everything that is happening is coming to pass. And just like the general said, these things are happening so fast. See what I'm saying? Quicker than what you thought it would. You know what I mean? You can't tell us that this ain't real. Now, while everybody else is in fear of the virus, no one is in fear of the Lord. And that's why today we're going to focus and talk about what happens when you don't fear the Most High. What does that look like for people? What does that look like in the city of Minneapolis and St. Paul? Detroit, Chicago. See what I'm saying? What does that look like for a people who are supposed to be in fear of the Most High? I mean, in fear of the Most High, which is the Israelites. Okay? And if you got any precepts, which I know you always do, you know what I mean? You can always bring them out. Okay? First things first, where I want to go to is, I think it's Ecclesiastes. Let me see, where did I put it at? Yeah, Ecclesiastes 4:1. Once again, I love this book. Ecclesiastes was one of my favorites. Like, just really studying that book was amazing. If it ain't Proverbs, it's Ecclesiastes. I gotta make my way to Wisdom of Solomon though. That's heavy. Yeah. You know, I mean, that's very heavy. I need a whole breakdown of all the chapters.
So this whole class about fear.
Right, like it's a little bit of everything. It's kind of putting everything into the blender. Like, I mean, we're going to talk about fear, oppression, and destruction. Pretty much in a sense. Yeah, I'll say fear, destruction, and oppression. And you might hear me say other words that might pertain to the topic. See what I'm saying? It's funny because I have a set way sometimes how I want to teach class, but it goes, it's whatever, you know what I mean? So, you go ahead and read that though.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 1. Mm-hmm. So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun.
Now say that one more time.
So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun.
Now, where do you think that King Solomon had returned from? He said, I returned from, and he said, when I returned, I seen all these things under the sun, these oppressions. Go ahead. No, but like, what do you think that he was coming from when he said, I returned?
If I remember, is this the one where he went up to the mountaintop or something?
Well, something like that. He was all over the place.
Yeah.
In a sense, like Ecclesiastes, like I always say this, like Ecclesiastes is a chapter where King Solomon was experiencing his younger days as a king.
He was going in his brain and looking back, yeah.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And he's giving you the reports of the things that he experienced and saw. So he's giving you his experience. You know what I mean? The things that, he was looking at and seeing. It's the same thing like with the whole vision. You know what I mean? Like, John the Baptist giving the report as far as what he saw in his visions when he was locked up. Mm-hmm. Okay? You go ahead and read it from the top.
Come. So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun. Mm-hmm. And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed.
Now it says, and consider all the oppressions that are done under the sun. Under the sun, what's underneath the sun?
The earth.
The earth, right. You know what I mean? A lot of people will give you some weird answers. I'm just saying, a lot of people will give you weird answers. You know what I mean? I thought one that was funny, but it was a guess. Yeah. My brother was like, space. I'm like, right. I'm like, I mean, nah, but I'm like, like what's really underneath the sun? Like, when you see the sun, where are you at?
Right.
And he's like, oh, earth. I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? But it's kind of funny though, it made me laugh a little bit. But, like, it's so poetic the way that King Solomon is saying it, because what's underneath the sun is the earth. And what he sees in the earth is the oppressions. Right. See what I'm saying? Now, what does the word oppression mean? Or oppress?
So
good.
Like an abuse of power?
Abuse of power. See what I'm saying? That's what oppression is. You see what I'm saying? It's that you know, that what is it? What's that one word? Tyrant. The person, a tyrant, someone that abused their authority or ruler. See what I'm saying? Someone who goes over the edge. And you know, it's a scripture that Captain Sakawara gave me a long time ago. I want to say it's Isaiah 47 chapter. It pretty much talks about how our oppressor, when the Most High gave him the power, you know, the power of the sword and the power, you know, over us, the authority, he took it upon himself to go overboard. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he got lustful, he got greedy, and, you know, he did too much. Go ahead.
So like kind of like when the Most High will say that he can do anything but kill Job.
Right.
So like if he was to kill Job, then he would have got punished for killing Job.
Exactly. There you go. Yes. Yeah. Like he overstepped his boundaries. Yeah. And I believe that is Isaiah 47 chapter. I'm gonna double check. But yeah, I'm glad we're talking about that because I can definitely get that another time. But so yeah, these are the oppressions that were done underneath the sun. It's gonna list some. So read it when it says, and behold.
Come on. And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed.
The tears of such that were oppressed. What is that talking about? What do you think that means? And it's so crazy though, because this is talking about our condition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you know what that means when it says, behold, the tears of such as were oppressed.
Oh, sorry. He's saying like he's looking at the world, he's saying like at all of the reasons why these people are crying and like and the things that they say are happening to them from those who are being oppressed.
Right. So and then it says also too, read the next part.
And they had no comforter.
And they had what?
No comforter.
Now, what does a comforter look like? I'm going to go back to the tears of such that you're oppressed, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to elaborate on that. Okay. But what is a comforter?
So like a comforter is somebody that comforts you, I guess. You know, like that's basic, but somebody that's there to help you through a hard time.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's that shoulder to cry on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To that person that you can lean on. That person that when you are all over the place, I don't want to say the word pacified. Well, pacified means like to calm you down. That's why they use the word for the babies, pacifier. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you got a person that's there to pacify you, to help you, to be at assistance or at need. Right. You see what I'm saying? To help you. And Black and Hispanic people in the world, they don't have a comforter. See what I'm saying? We didn't have nobody to comfort us when we lost Mike Brown. Right. Nor did we have a comforter when we lost, Trayvon Martin. And just recently, that sister, that sister whose brother got executed. Not executed. Nathaniel Woodman. Yes. He got executed. Yeah. That's what it was. Okay. So I believe it's Nathaniel Woodson. Woodson. Okay. He got a death penalty, right? He got a death penalty. That's what it was. That's what I was looking for. See, I'm saying penalty. And no one was there to help the sister when she came up to reporters. Right. And came up to the man that killed. See what I'm saying? My brother. And she was saying, "You killed my brother. Right. You are the reason why he's dead." He was innocent. He was innocent. Damn right. And they swept it underneath the rug. Right. See what I'm saying? And no one was there to help that sister in her need of mourning and lament. You know what I'm saying? She was really in a state of lamentation. No one was there to help that sister. She had no comfort. Go ahead. So we can see that today because before the coronavirus came, when we would cry out for the same thing that they crying out for, they, whatever, get a job, stop whining. But now that they go through what we go through, they cutting checks and the president is signing bills and stuff. Exactly. They got a comforter when we don't have a comforter. Exactly. See what I'm saying? And it's crazy, like these people have everything and everybody that they want and need. Yeah. But as far as Black and Hispanic people, as soon as we go through problems, no one is in our need. Right. It's like, hey, deal with this. Do it all on your own. You know what I'm saying? Stop asking for welfare. Stop asking for assistance. You know what I'm saying? Stop begging for this and begging for that. Right. Like that's the treatment that we receive. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, it's one side. And it's so funny because you have people out there that tell you, like Black people got all the resources that they can ever want and receive.
Right.
That is a damn lie. That is a damn lie. You know what I mean? Like every time they see a homeless brother or a sister, they say, man, look at all these resources. There should be no way that they should be homeless.
Right.
Do you know what oppression looks like? Have you looked in the mirror lately? And a lot of times it be your own people that tell you this.
Right.
They're saying coons. I had to tell a sister after slavery, like, you sound very disgraceful, and you sound like how can I say it? You sound like you have something against homeless people. Meaning it's just like hatred. Because you speak, you know, poorly about them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, have you ever been homeless before? She's like, yeah, but you know, I'm able to get back on my feet. I was like, that's fine. No sweat. I said, hey, most high in Christ.
Right.
Not everybody has the same opportunities.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many of us is suffering in the homeless shelters? Boy.
It's like a lot of people confuse, like, you know, sleeping on couches with being homeless. There's people who have to sleep outside. Like, you know, that's homeless. Like,
right.
The shelter or something, you know, that's
right.
If people sleep on the bridges, that's a different game. Like,
right.
You know?
And every year there's always, it's so funny. I always find this weird, right? But then again, I don't, because it's oppression. Every year, I think for the past couple of years, of me realizing this, like, every year there's always a story I'm hearing from a brother or a sister, or otherwise the news, how a black man had froze to death outside.
Oh yeah.
In his sleep.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now they found a brother froze to death on someone's porch. It was said that he had laid down or something like that, and as he lay down, falling asleep, he never woke up.
So it's like, you know, last winter when they had you know, that real cold, -30, you know,
50.
Yeah,
you're talking about that windshield.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I was driving then.
Yeah.
And man, boy, I'm talking about
dangerous.
It was very, and I still went to work. Man. I was so mad. Right. And I was told that I could have stayed home.
Wow.
I'm talking about I was getting all the snow off my car, my window, and everything like that. I was like, man, because you know, like they on everybody's ass about being on time.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm getting up extra early. I'm finna go outside and boom, I'm finna get there quick.
You could have went stay home.
I'll tell you, I was so mad when the boss came on the floor. He said, just so y'all know, you know, it's very cold, it's very dangerous. You guys didn't have to really come in. Send out an email or something.
Text message or something.
Text message or something. You know what I mean? Like, we have those now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, go ahead.
It's like, you know, I remember one of the brothers in Chicago bringing out how they closed the shelters, you know, while people was out there in that negative cold.
Yeah,
they filled it up with the white people first, and then they closed it on us, and we just froze. A lot of us froze to death out there.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's right. But I think it's a state. I think it's a law in Minnesota that you're not supposed to do that.
I guess it wasn't like they filled them up pretty much, so they couldn't. They had to send them away, and they just couldn't put them in there. But, you know,
look, they need more shelters.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? They need more shelters. Like the one in St. Paul's always full.
Right.
Always full.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, we have to, like, if you for the people, you got to make a resource for people.
Oh, you do.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, Black and Hispanic people, they don't have no comfort. See what I'm saying? I don't share. Huh?
But the I.S.U.P.K.
But the I.S.U.P.K. Like really, like who's really put in the work and provided for our nation is Commander YAHANNA and the soldiers underneath them.
Right. See
what I'm saying? But besides that, these so-called people that they look up to, these leaders, they are not the ones that's helping the nation. Now, with something that I had to realize, right? It was a time where I was very young and ignorant of mine. But I remember I came to learn some wisdom and knowledge about something. And what I learned is that our oppressor, with how flourishing, with all this money that's in the world, and all the money that is in hands of these senators and governors and presidents, and all the people that really are, you know, the bankers, right? That controls the money flow in the world. They have all the money to fix homelessness.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have all the money to fix these raggedy ass roads and all the problems that there is in the world. You know, economically. Go ahead.
So like we just watched it just now. when Trump just signed the paper and just gave stuff, it's there. They won't help you on purpose.
Yes. And these bastards can throw away their money like it's nothing.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Well, for $5,000 for a cheeseburger, oh, that you gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll buy that $5,000 cheeseburger.
That's real though, you know that, right?
Yeah. I do, yeah. I was making an example, yeah.
They had a $5,000 toilet.
What, say it again?
Somebody bought a $5,000 toilet.
It gotta be gone.
No, it's a regular toilet. They just
that's what I'm saying.
Wasting money.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like they just throwing it around like it's nothing. See what I'm saying? When that money can build a community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have Black Wall Street, and Black Wall Street is the evidence. As far as Black Hispanics, is the evidence.
Right.
Because it talks about, in the article, it talks about how the money was flowing, and how they had their own businesses. And that can happen again. We can have our Black Wall Street.
That's right.
Now the thing is about Black Wall Street that a lot of people never talk about is that what happened to us, the way it happened to us, the Most High was not with us.
Right.
When that happened, when it got destroyed. Now, was it righteous? What our oppressors did to us? No. But the thing is, we had got touched because we became a target, because we were sinning. And the Bible talks about that, right? But that's besides the point. So like I'm sorry, Brian, a little too much. Now it says, behold the tears of such were oppressed. I pretty much explained that. You know what I'm saying? When we lose our children, when we lose our loved ones, when we are in a crisis, what?
I appreciate that.
What?
Yeah, so when you were saying how basically Black Wall Street got shut down because the heathens envied us and they destroyed us, right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
The precept, I got second Ezra. I didn't write the joint, but the second Ezra, I talked about the heathen shall envy us and they ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Yeah, kind of. You got it. In the meantime, I'll just keep talking. No, you got it. You see what I'm saying? Like, when we are in a crisis, when we are dealing with the war on drugs, and when we are dealing with our loved ones, you know, making the news, and when we got our children on our t-shirts, and just every bad, terrible thing that you can think of is happening to us, we are being shot down. No one is there to comfort us. Because it's so funny, because a lot of people be thanking Al Sharpton, thanking like certain leaders that be, you know, there for eye service. Right. See what I'm saying? You know, for the public only. Like Al Sharpton took money and cut checks. See what I'm saying? And got checks because he showed up at this press conference about this brother dying and that sister dying. I believe it was Al Sharpton that took that tried to take a piece of Eric Gardner's mother's money. And when they gave her that 6.4 million, see what I'm saying, for hush money, you know what I mean? She tried to commit suicide after. That money was not going to bring her son back, nor was it going to help, you know what I mean, you know, take care of the loss of her son. It made it worse. Go ahead.
I found it too.
Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah.
So it's second Ezra chapter 2, verse 27 and 28. It says, be not wary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness is coming, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
And give them
the verse 28 says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall not be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord.
Damn right.
So that's how we will be. We got the Most High.
Damn right. And that's going to happen very soon. You see what I'm saying? Like in this oppression, man, like we are suffering. But the fact that our enemies are getting, you know, punished right now, it takes the stress off of us.
Absolutely.
And when our enemies are being attacked and being destroyed, this is where we come and run away from a culture.
Right.
Run away from their ways. This is where we run from them, meaning like spiritually, and then that's when we come together and finally come up with a plan on how we're going to focus on serving the Lord and how we're going to better our relationship. Like Commander YAHANNA had, it was a live going on towards the ending of the slaughter of the lamb, right? You know, this past weekend. And he mentioned that What's very important more than anything is being a brother to a brother and a sister to a sister.
Right.
And why that's so important is because once you have mastered that, or as you're continuing and constantly learning how to master that, everything's going to fall in place for us.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing can get in between our relationship.
Right.
It's not going to be the money. It's not going to be, you know, I mean, like drugs is not going to be in the picture.
Right.
Woman.
Yeah.
We've seen that with King David and Jonathan.
Right.
So how Jonathan said that, look, I love, you know what I mean, my brother more than I love woman.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, you know, I would not let a woman come in between me and him. What?
So like, I'm just saying, like, it ain't gonna be, it really nothing for us to beef about, because if you married to a sister, I ain't trying to talk to her. If I'm married to a sister, you ain't trying to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
It's just respect. It's just brotherhood. It's just a weapon, man.
Yeah. It's just love. You see what I'm saying? Like, we got everything. And what our oppressor is good in is his unity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? His bond with his men and his bond with his other men is, I mean, they are strong. They stick together. Even when white people don't know other white people, or other Chinese people don't know other Chinese people personally, they still stand up for each other. And you know, they are a shield.
Right.
Like, that's how Black and Hispanic people have to be. And that shield is getting stronger amongst Black and Hispanics. Like, so much stuff is happening where the Most High is forcing us to come together.
Yeah, right.
And that's what's happening.
Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I can't wait to get back onto the street and to really drive that thought and that mentality into our people's heads.
Yeah.
So they see what's really going on.
Right.
It's not rocket science, but if you've been in oppression for 400 years, you might forget, because you have been on the drugs so much. You have been oppressed, you've been locked up, you've been beaten down so much. You know what I'm saying? You've been killed so much, so you might forget. You know what I mean? Because our oppressor, he runs circles around us. Yeah. Around a lot of us. Yeah. And we thinking like, oh, everything's good, everything's jolly and nice, and that's not the case. You know what I mean? So I'll keep going on that. And they had no company.
And on their side, and on the side of their oppressors, there was power.
And on the side of the oppressors, there was power. What was that power? What was the power that was given to our oppressor? Go ahead.
So like the power of the swords, the power of war and authority.
Damn right. That's what it was. Yeah. And with that sword, he's taking peace out of the earth. Right. I believe I got this in that breakdown. I think it's a Revelations. When it talks about the red horse, like represents the power taken out of the earth. See what I'm saying? And that red horse is a spirit. Okay. See what I'm saying?
So the full horse is not chariot. Those are just like spirits coming through.
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, it all depends where it's at. Okay. Yeah. If it's in chapter 18, then yeah. Okay. Yeah. If it's in chapter 18, then yeah. All right. Keep going.
Come. But they had no comforter.
Once again. Meaning no one is a force field. No one is a shield and a protector for Black and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? That's why we are so like we are so vulnerable. Like give me Jeremiah 14:2 real quick, because when I just said that, that's what I thought of. I thought of that thing that is weak, that protection that is not strong.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. Mm-hmm. Judah mourneth.
Judah what?
Mourneth.
Judah mourneth, man. Judah mourneth. Keep going.
And the gates thereof language.
Now, when it says Judah, man, that's talking about Black people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Judah is Black, not these Jewish out here.
Come on.
Man, like these Jews out here are not mourning. What the hell are they mourning about? The coronavirus? That's it? Right. That's fine. Go ahead.
They probably mourning about losing money in the stock market.
Losing money in the stock market. You see what I'm saying? I see, like yesterday, I really understood why YAHANNA was so happy. You see what I'm saying? He was so happy because, and so like that has never happened before. So where when he said something about ringing the bell or something like that, but when it's like ding like that, that means something bad was happening. Like the economy was dropping. That's why he said that has never happened. You see what I'm saying? In a long time. You know what I mean? That's never happened. And so for that to happen, like everybody's really worried.
Yeah.
Because how you gonna make money? Just today at my job, they handed us a sheet, right? A paper. And it was like, look, March 31st is going to be our last day, right? Mm-hmm. Or if you want to leave the job right now, you can actually quit the job because the job was supposed to be over with March 15th, which was just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, I decided to say, you know, just get that extra little money for Passover and stuff, right? So now they hit us with a paper before I left, and they like, all right, look, when you get to the house with it like that, you see what I'm saying? You know, I want you to go on to this link, and I want you to take a survey, and we are going to determine where, after you guys leave from here, you guys can work from home. Because because of this virus is getting too big that people might have to work at home. See what I'm saying? I was like, I have no problem with that. I have no problem.
Right.
I would love to be in the comfort of my own home and take calls for 8 hours. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? In between calls, I'm watching TV.
Right.
I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? Which I still do at my job, by the way, but it's not my home. It's a slavery. But I mean, I can do that. Hey, that's no sweat. You see what I'm saying? Tell me what I need and what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So yeah, it was hilarious. So I was cracking out for it. I was like, hey, I would definitely do the survey. Yeah. I'm happy to do it. See what I'm saying? Because I would love to be, you know, comfort my own home, doing, I guess, this. See what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about getting up and going through all that snow and the heat and the rain. And, you know what I mean? Just, you know, honestly, I hate slavery. Yeah. I want to be self-employed. You know what I mean? But like many other brothers are in the truth. Yeah. So I'm saying you got brothers who are very creative and is trying to, you know, put more work in and do less slavery. Right. All of us don't have that ability. But for those that do, hey, they are blessed, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, let's keep going on that.
Come.
Oh yeah, no, actually from the top.
Come.
All right, go on.
Judah mourned.
Judah what?
Mourned.
Judah mourned. Keep going.
And the gates thereof language.
And the gates thereof language. What does the word language mean?
To cry out in pain.
To cry out pain. Okay. What else?
Oh, I think we looked it up.
The gates thereof language. What does the word language mean? Language is I like that word. I like the way it sounds too. How old and biblical it is.
Language. Okay, here it goes in Merriam Webster. Language. To be or become feeble, weak, or introverted plants. No, they're down. So it become feeble or weak. So our gates are weak and feeble. Yeah.
Right. So the gates are not strong enough. See what I'm saying? Like to hold up our protection. Right. See what I'm saying? Right. It's like for example, like I mean the strongest gate that we have in the hood be like those what is it the ones like it's that one gate, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know the ones in the hood.
It's different every hood,
Yeah, like I mean, like, you know, like it's something like
the joint that go like this, it come up with the top with a little hook on the side.
It be those, and then I think about the old school ones, the metal ones.
The chain link joint.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that's gonna hold up our protection. You know what I mean? But if you got those flimsy, you know, metal ones where you can grab and push like this, nah, don't make it hold up nothing. See what I'm saying? Those wooden ones too.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what I mean? It's so easy to break those down. See what I'm saying? Like that's like imagine pushing that over, trying to kick it, and it falls down. See what I'm saying? Now you have access to hurt these people. Right. So I'm saying like in the Bible, like in the book of Ezekiel and Isaiah, it talks about a watchman. Mm-hmm. A watchman is someone that was standing on top of a tall building or whatever, and he would look to make sure that in this little area right here, it's safe. Like if they see that there's any danger, they blow the horn right here. You see what I'm saying? They blow the horn to let the people know that hey, there is danger coming.
But then the military inside.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing in the military. Yeah. You know what I mean? They have certain little fields that protect them from their enemies. But right here, these gates right here are language.
Right.
I mean, they are feeble. They are weak. You know what I'm saying? They are very brittle. Okay, keep going.
They are black unto the ground.
They are what?
Black unto the ground.
They are black into the ground. Now this is twofold.
Mm-hmm.
That black is talking about meaning our actual nationality, like us, our skin color, or I mean, not skin color, Salaki. You know who we are as Israelites and our condition. You know what I'm saying? Our condition, meaning we are low to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ever heard people say, me and my people, we get it out of mud.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Meaning like you coming out of a low state.
Right.
You are at a low state.
Dustin, yeah.
Right. And the same thing with Adam.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Adam was what?
Adam is a man, right?
Right. But what is talking about that how the Most High made Adam? Remember that?
Yeah, he took him from the dust of the earth.
From the dust of the earth. You see what I'm saying? The ground is black. See what I'm saying?
Damn, so it's like it. So I didn't think about that, though. We could use that too. So when the Most High took Adam,
everybody's just doing their own thing.
right.
You know what I'm saying? With no laws, no statutes, nothing like, hey, I'm gonna have sex with your wife, your wife,
he mostly
this
back,
wife.
everything. Yeah.
Right. So he took it from a low state. You see what I'm saying?
But even that, though, the Most High is saying that all of those other people was dust. Like, you know, like that wasn't working.
Right. And he brought them to the truth and also to that deep sleep.
Okay.
You know, we always say, stay woke.
Mm-hmm.
Even people in the world, when they say stay woke, I be like, you're not even woke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're still asleep.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You're still in a slumber. So yeah, that's what it's talking about. It's talking about our condition and us being Israelites. All right? Because this is scriptures that we use like this to prove the identity of Black and Hispanics. Okay. You know what I mean? That's why it says Judah mourneth on purpose. Yeah. And it says that we are black unto the ground.
So we can use this to show that because you got the color and
and condition. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then by the way, I mean, no one is being like these other nations are not being oppressed. Right. Their gates are very well put together. Their gates do not language. Right. See what I'm saying? But Black and Hispanic people does. Okay? Go ahead.
Come on. And the cry of Jerusalem is going up.
And the cry of what?
The cry of Jerusalem is going up.
And the cry of Jerusalem is going up. What is that talking about?
We sending prayers to the Most High for help? Or? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Meaning, our pain, our suffering has reached up to the Most High. Oh. You see what I'm saying? Also, too, is a scripture, a revelation that talks about how the angels will it's a what is it called? It's a vision. It's a revelation, it's a vision how those incenses will burn. I'm paraphrasing. Something about how the incense will burn and how the angel would take all of our prayers and he would mix it up somewhere, something like that, and burn the incense. And he would take it to the Most High. The angel would take our prayers to the Most High. You see what I'm saying? There's so many scriptures like that talks about how our cries have gone up to the Most High, and this is one of them actually. You know what I mean? So that's what it's talking about. Like the Most High, he gets to a point where he says, you know what, enough is enough. Yahweh, it's time. Yeah. It's time to deliver them. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what happened in Exodus. Right. That's what happened in I don't know where everything else is at. The feast of dedication. See what I'm saying? Like any activity, any captivity that we ever had, and we always got delivered by the Most High. See what I'm saying? And he says, all right, it's about that time. Yeah. I think they're ready to serve me. They're ready to act right. They're ready to serve, keep this law. It's time. See what I'm saying? The Most High sends somebody to deliver us, or he causes a plague, a storm, or something to get us out of it. And we should take this as evidence as Exodus. You know what I mean? Right. And when we was out there in Egypt. Yeah. We should take this when we was in the Assyrian captivity and the Babylonian captivity. Go ahead.
Jeremiah brought out this is probably the closest Passover he's seen that will be closest to the original Passover.
Oh yeah.
Celebrating in the rest of the world.
Yeah. It was crazy when you said that, man, because that gave me chills. I was like, man, is this it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if it is, well, that would be absolutely amazing.
because you can feel the panic on the people. Like,
oh
people
yeah,
are terrified
yeah.
right now. Like, it's glorious, man.
I'm talking about every time I'm at work every day. People trying to cancel their flights that are in August.
Right.
And they like, you know, like they so scared that they're trying to cancel it. I'm like, look, the policy don't stretch that far. Yeah. The airline's policy stretches to April. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? All the way like towards the ending of April. Mm-hmm. You looking for to cancel this reservation and get a refund? It's not going to happen, buddy. This shit is in August and September. You know what I mean? But the thought is like I know what they're thinking, right? Yeah. The thought in their mind is that this virus might be around for very long, right? Because how fast it's moving. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was speaking to a brother in New York, Officer YAHANNA. Mm-hmm. Me and him were just on the phone the other day, and you know he's the one that makes the U.P.K t-shirts, like it's certain ones, but he makes like the U.P.K necklaces and some of the rings. The brother who makes Addictive Chaos. Okay. Yeah, that brother right there. He me and was talking.
You make these too, right?
No, that's his blood brother, okay. Officer Karai. Okay. Yeah. So pretty much, Officer YAHANNA was pretty much telling me how he was telling me how, like, you know, everything was slowing down because the shipment and because, you know, everything pretty much comes from China. Right. And, you know, he gets certain products from China and certain products from everywhere else. But he was like, everything's shutting down and everything is, you know, happening and spreading so much that it's stopping the business a little bit for the school. Right. Oh, okay. But he said that, he said what a lot of people don't know is that China is recovering right now. Man. They're recovering from the virus. Yeah, in some areas in China, they are recovering, but other places are not, especially the U.S. The U.S. is not recovering. Yeah. As of right now, the U.S. is still getting affected. Yeah. It went from 34 cases yesterday morning in Minnesota to 50-something cases later that day.
So like that's because the way it's attacking is weird. Because like you get infected, you won't know for like 2 weeks. So you go and infect, you don't know that you have the symptoms. And 2 weeks later, it's a boom. It's like, oh wow. And then they're like, damn, how many? So that's why they're thinking about locking everybody up or stopping the groups because they don't know. You can have it right now, and not know you got it. Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? A lot of people are scared, but a lot of people don't know that not every age group is getting the virus. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's certain age groups that are. It's older people that's getting it. Babies. You know what I mean? So, you know, like even some of our people are getting hit with the virus. Sure, yeah. It's a viral video of this brother saying that, you know, he almost died because of it. But he was in a hospital and he survived. Right. He went on Facebook Live and then it hit the news. Okay. I just saw it this morning. And so, but as of these other people, they are being destroyed. And thank the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Thank the Lord that they are being destroyed because of this. This is their punishment. And while they are down, we should be up. Right. We should find ways to be more creative to push this truth. To let Black Hispanic people know that if you do not want to get hit by this coronavirus, you have to serve the Most High. That's right. You have to be a brother to another brother. It's that serious. I mean, like, you know how we say it's dead serious? Yeah. This is dead serious. Otherwise, you will lose your life. Right. And it's not a game. It's not a game at all. You know, play with the Lord if you want, and just see what happens. You know, cause that virus can hit you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're not immune to this virus. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But right now, that virus kind of racist. It's a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's going to a certain group. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's so funny. I like seeing these devils scared and afraid. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Especially knowing, you know, all their sins and all their crimes. Mm-hmm. Like, they deserve everything to happen to them. Right. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and move from that. That was it on Jeremiah, right? Come on. Oh yeah, by the way, share the class, man. So like I meant to say that in the way beginning. Make sure that you share the class. Make sure that you comment. You know what I mean?
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2.
Actually, before you read, if you know anybody that is afraid of this virus, give them this video. Share this class to them. Let them know, you know what I mean, what's going to happen. You know what I mean? If you don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and learn how to love one another as a people, and learn how to stop being so evil to brothers and sisters, man. You got to work on yourself every day when you get out of that bed, all right? Before you walk out of that door. Keep going. Let me go ahead.
Okay, you said 29, what are you?
2.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
One more time.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Are we rejoicing as Black and Hispanics right now?
No.
We ain't rejoicing right now. Why? Because we are oppressed. We are starving. And I mean, man, they took all the toilet paper away. How you gonna clean yourself? See what I'm saying? Like even the food they're trying to stock up on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're gonna take the whole. It's so crazy because, you know, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, there's like when it comes to the grocery store, there's enough food to go everywhere. I'm sorry, when I'm seeing pictures, man, almost the whole store is gone. It's like a Black Friday sale. You know what I'm saying? It's like a Black Friday sale, all because of this virus. But when was like how come people wasn't scared when HIV was running rapid over North Minneapolis?
Right.
And they had the billboards that said that Black men were #1 in it, and women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What happened, you know, when they were saying that Black women were #1 in abortions? There was no controversy about it. Except for the woman can do whatever she wants. It's her body, not mine. It's her choice. You see what I'm saying? That's all that they were saying.
Right.
But no one tried to stop the sin that was going on. Now that the Lord put this plague out, everybody is scared. Everybody is worried. Like we put our fear in the wrong things, in the wrong places.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You should fear your God and want to love your people. All right? Now, I tell you, if Christ don't come back soon, there's going to be something else very dangerous and very harmful that's going to have the world shaken up just like this again. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. And I just pray that anytime something like this happens, Black people and Black people as a whole wakes up. And they really like focus in on what should I be doing? I don't want to die. How can I keep myself alive? Go ahead.
So like I don't know if this happened, but I feel like because of what they did to our people in Flint with that water, something is gonna happen to the water. Something is coming to the water. I feel like they gotta pay for that. These people still don't got water. Mm-hmm. You know, that's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, like I know a few entertainers that went over there and tried to help as much as possible. Like I know the homosexual Jaden Smith.
Yeah,
he got this thing called Just Water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was helping them out, stuff like that. But Oprah ain't trying to help. See what I'm saying? That water can be fixed with all her billions. She has 2.6. Yeah. $2.6 billion. Donald Trump has a great net worth. He can fix that. Right. The president, like people who have power like that are supposed to help. Don't be stingy. See what I'm saying? Instead, you want to put all your money on unnecessary things like toys. When I say toys, these weapons of war. What?
So like I think Mayor Bloomberg, I want to say it was 70 million or it was a lot of money, but he spent a lot of money just trying to run for president, and he ended up dropping out anyway. But they say he could have gave every American, no, not American, every citizen of New York City $1 and still had enough money. No, I think he had like $1. He still would have had enough money to be good.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. One person, man. Yeah. That's a lot of money.
10 billion people in New York.
There you go.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, and damn, 10 billion?
It's 10 billion people.
I was at 2 billion. I'm like, damn.
And he give everybody $1.
Yeah.
And still, it wouldn't affect.
Come on, man. There you go. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? Like still living good, still living, you know, in your place, you know, in your palace, whatever.
Right.
And man, I'm telling you, man, these bastards are going to get what's coming to them, man.
Yeah.
But this is still, we are still in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting toward, like we are in the, like, okay, we are in the beginning, middle, getting close to the end.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to, like, that's why we always say we are in the last days. Because it's going to come a time and place where, man, boy, oh boy, man, it's going to be a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait. But if you want to read this one more time?
Yeah.
The what?
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
When everything is in its rightful place, when things are being, you know, corrected that are wrong in this earth, the people will rejoice, man. I mean, the Bible says that Job 9:24 that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
This earth is poison right now. You know, so funny too about that virus too. In China, the pollution is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about this real footage. It's so horrible. You can see the what is it called, the particles or
The smog.
Yeah, the smog.
Yeah.
It's like dark.
Yeah.
It's like some type of like, it reminds me of the movie Bird Box.
Like a fog.
It's like a fog.
Yeah.
It's like a dark fog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, damn. And this virus remind me of Bird Box too. It's like if you ain't watching, I was gonna get you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like you can't, you know, it's just funny yourself.
Right.
But I mean, I was like, man, that pollution is horrible. Like I'm surprised they ain't dying from that.
It's a lot of
our air is polluted. Go ahead.
Keeping them all in, you know, in the houses have actually been helping with the smog over there.
Yeah.
Because they can't go and work and, you know, produce. So
Yeah, no, damn right, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like I would think a lot of things over there would kill them.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of things that's not survivable over there.
Yeah.
I mean, they do got the greatest technology and all that shit, right? But I mean, man, it's dirty over there. And you know, I'm not really surprised because they are dirty people. You know what I mean? The Bible says that Moab is my washing pot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even hearing that is disrespectful towards them. You know what I mean? That they are disgustingly evil. But keep going on that.
God. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Right. We have people like Donald Trump who is a wicked ruler. He is a tyrant. He is what you call a bastard. See what I'm saying? Someone who is completely evil and that has done nothing but cause pain and suffering for Black and Hispanics. Right. And now even he is scared. You know what I mean? Even he's scared. You know, he was just tested for coronavirus. You know what I mean? Don't he got it right now or no?
What you mean?
The virus.
He said he tested it was negative, but nobody believes him because he looks sick.
Yeah, no, he already he really looks like he'll die in a minute. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I pray he does.
Right.
I mean, I pray that devil dies. And his poorish wife and his, you know, disgusting looking daughter.
Yeah, all
the
that.
son.
I
Yeah.
hate his son, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think his son's a child molester.
Look like it.
He does. Yeah. He fits the child predator list.
Yeah.
Description.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Shade face with the
right.
You know, yeah.
And it's so funny because he married a whore because she was a retired porn star or something like that.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, no, it came out in the news and everything like that. Like she was a whore, and the whole world knows it. It came out in all the articles and everything like that. They're like, wait a minute, that's such and such. I know her, you know. Like I know her. Like I used to do this, you know, like you know, she was really out there. You know what I mean? And now she's married to this disgusting devil, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, to me, like all the senators and the presidents, they look
weird.
They just look weird. Yeah. Just like, you know, I cringe and they skin is like like they face be melting and bags in their eyes, and then one part of their face is one color, the other one is another. It's like, what's going on? Yeah, I was like, you look sick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now, let me ask you something. Do you remember the Ebola?
Yeah.
I think this virus is way worse than Ebola.
For sure. Yeah.
Because a lot of people were scared how people were dying in Texas, and then they're like, oh my goodness, now it's in Minnesota, now it's here, and you know what I mean? And then it blew over.
Yeah.
And watch as this virus blows over, the whole earth is going to be calm again.
But this one ain't going over that quick.
This one ain't going to go over that quickly. I don't think so, nah. Because what I remember seeing yesterday is Donald Trump said that it's like it was breaking news. He said that it might reach all the way to July and August. Yeah, and I was like, hey, most of them Christ.
And it's like, did you see what he said? The world, he didn't say America, he said the world is at war with an invisible threat.
Yes, yeah. I
said, what?
Yeah.
They know something.
You're damn right. You know what I'm saying? And they still try to fight the angels in space and
come on, man.
Yeah, you're damn right. It's gonna be tight. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tight on that ass. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a done deal, boy. And I'm just gonna keep laughing at everything. And I'm talking about people at the slavery, just they looking like who called like. They like, they like, no. And then, it's so funny though. It's a sister. She came in today, right? She came in with a mask. She came in with a mask on today. Everybody's looking like, yo, shorty, like, you good? You got the virus? And she's like, no, I'm wearing the mask. I'm wearing the mask. So I don't get the virus. Man, I'm talking about I was laughing, so I was crying, boy.
Don't work like that.
I was crying so hard. And she's like, yeah, my mother, she got lupus and everything. Like, I ain't trying to get her sick if I do got the virus or whatever. I was like, man, you too damn young to get the virus. We about the same goddamn age. I don't want to chill out, man. You tweaking. Go ahead.
It's a lot you really don't know. Like, if you out here, you're not following the laws and commandments, it's no telling how.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we can't get proud from the thing because we black. We ain't gonna get proud.
Nah, because a few basketball players got that too.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, man, you right, you cool. Or maybe not, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how things is in your life.
So. Stay away from me.
Right. No, man, it's so funny though. Like today was hilarious. I was laughing at these white people on the phone because so bad they wanted to cancel their flights and do refund. I'm like, I can't do it, and they trying to argue with me. You know what I mean? So I had that mouse. I clicked to that box where you can end call and see the call, whatever like that. So just so that because calls are monitored and recorded, right? Yeah. So they can see what you're doing on the screen. But if you go to that little box and you click on it, I'm not clicking in shift, right?
Yeah.
But I hit escape and it hangs up the call. So they don't know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah.
Shalom. Shalom. I ain't gonna argue with you about this. I said you cannot have a damn refund.
And it just clicks off. Hang up.
Yeah. I'm like, you said what? He's like, no, I want my points back. I want this. I want that. Yeah. United States, you get a travel credit.
Right. So
you want to still argue about what? Hello? What? Oh. Right. See what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna deal with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Damn you, and I hope your family they all catch it because you are wicked.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You deserve every plague, every punishment, every sickness that there is. And read that part about the wicked again.
Come on. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, man. Because of our mourning, because of our suffering, our enemies deserve every plague, every famine, every horrible thing that can ever happen to a person or a people, better yet. They deserve everything.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? They deserve all the curses and not the blessings.
Yeah, right.
Like it's so beautiful. Like, we get a break. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to be shot down right now today. Today, somebody's son is going to live because they are catching this virus. Today, one of our oppressors is not going to sexually assault our woman. How many police officers have sexually assaulted our woman and walk away like ain't nothing happened? And they don't get a slap on the wrist, but you got this woman who's going through therapy on the verge of killing herself because she's traumatized. And she feel like as soon as she goes outside, someone is going to take advantage of her. See what I'm saying? When they are suffering, we are rejoicing. We are doing just fine. And it's better that way. I like it that way. Want to know why? because they are horrible people. And they deserve everything that comes their way.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, if I had the virus, if I could find a way to give it to them, here you go, sir. You know what I'm saying? Here you go, sir. Oh, hey, you want this drink? You know, you go to the bar, like, drinking, you know. You want this, sir? Oh, here you go, sir. You see what I'm saying? Oh, hey, you know what? Hey, Mr. White Man, I poured you a drink. Here you go, sir. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, they deserve everything, man.
Right.
Just like they gave us smallpox. See what I'm saying? They gave us war on drugs. They deserve everything that they have did to us. The Bible says that, you know, fill double unto her double. You know what I'm saying? Fill her cup up. It's talking about Babylon. It's talking about how Babylon's sins have reached up to heaven. And how they have filled up their cup with sin. Like, you know, they deserve everything, man. I pray, like, every time we have camp, I pray for their destruction. I don't give a damn about Johnny and Becky and Catherine. I want all of you to die. Go ahead.
So like, I don't know what it is about Revelation, man, but you know, people don't believe. You can show them anything else in the Bible, and they don't believe it. But when you start talking about the wars and rumors of wars and earthquakes, the whole world just be like, man, this Bible might be real, man. So there's a lot of people that's trying to get into the truth right now because of this stuff.
Right, yeah. You're damn right. I mean, this is the perfect time. Like when things like this is happening, this can touch you and your family, your household. So it's better to get in here before this happens to you.
Right.
Like I mean, this virus can touch anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It can probably touch your animals and they bite the hell out of you.
I didn't think about that.
And then now you're affected.
Damn, imagine this your pet. Damn.
You see what I'm saying? You never know.
Yeah,
hey.
right.
You see what I'm saying? Imagine that virus hit your man, like just I don't know, like your pet or something.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And your pet just accidentally just viciously bite the hell out of you.
Now you got the virus.
Now you got the virus. You on your way to die just like your pet is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a thought.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's just a thought. We can move on from there.
Come.
Give me Obadiah 1 and 10. No, I should skip that.
Okay.
I think I want Nahum 1 and 2.
Which one again?
Nahum 1 and 2.
That's in the Apocrypha.
No, Nahum is in the Old Testament. It's a short book.
Oh, wait.
I think it's like only it's 3 chapters.
Oh,
yeah. So Nahum is Nahum. Just let me know when you got it.
And sorry, what was that again? What chapter?
1 and 2.
Okay, 1 and 2. The book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 2. God is jealous, and the Lord revenges. The Lord revenges and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversary.
On his what?
On his adversary.
Actually, go back to the top. Actually, go to Nahum 1 and 1.
The burden of Nineveh. The book of the vision of Nahum of the Elkoshite. Verse 2, God is jealous.
God is what?
Is jealous.
He is jealous over his people.
Right.
See what I'm saying? He loves us more than anybody. If you hurting his loved one, if you mistreating them, he's going to be mad and upset about that.
Right.
And that jealousy, man, can have you do something dangerous. You know what it talks about in the Bible as far as a man's jealousy? Man, I forget what it says. It says something about, like, you may not be able to stop a man when he's jealous. See what I'm saying? When he's angry. See what I'm saying? I forget. I'm paraphrasing a little bit. All right, we keep going. We don't get a chance.
Come. The Lord revenges and is furious.
Meaning the Most High, he takes the vengeance upon himself, and he returns that favor. See what I'm saying? If you do something to his people, he's going to come back twice as hard, multifold. You ain't going to see it coming. Just like when Christ comes, Nobody is going to see it at all. Nobody. Not even your filthy Christians, man. Your filthy pork chop eating preacher is not going to see what the Most High has in store for the earth. This virus is just, part of it. It's something. Right. You know what I mean? It's something for right now. But wait until the end result comes. Man. You know what I'm saying? You thinking that the flu is killing people, the virus is killing people, but watch when that spore touches you. Mm-hmm. Like it is said that when Christ returns, that's going to be the bloodiest massacre in history. A lot of people are going to drop dead. And I'm going to get more into that towards the end anyway. Go ahead.
The Lord will take vengeance on his adversary.
The Lord will take vengeance on his adversary. What is the adversary?
Somebody that's opposing you, like your enemy.
Like an enemy. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it is your enemy. Someone that you are against, or no, but yeah, someone that is against you.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That is the adversary. It is your opponent. See what I'm saying? Someone that is against you.
Right.
All right. Keep going.
And will reserve his wrath for his enemies.
He would do what?
Reserve wrath for his enemies.
What does that mean? To reserve wrath to his enemies. I like the way he said that too.
He gonna save this wrath for my enemies. So I'm gonna let it build up and I'm gonna hit y'all with this.
Damn right. Yeah. See what I'm saying? All like okay, you wanna shoot? You want to shoot down my people? Okay, no sweat. All right, no sweat. I'll let it go for now. Okay, no sweat. You know what I mean? It's not enough. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough to get me to where I want to go. See what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen is the Most High is going to be so angry, and so that fire is going to be kindled inside of the Most High, that he's going to be so provoked by the actions of our oppressors. The Most High is going to put his hand forth against his empire, against him. See what I'm saying? And boy, it's going to be a wake-up call for the whole earth and even our enemies, the adversaries. Keep going.
Come. Verse 3?
Yeah.
Verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger.
The Lord is what?
Slow to anger.
The Lord is slow to anger. Keep going.
And great in power.
And great in power. See what I'm saying? The Most High is slow to anger, but he's great in power. Now, let that be a lesson. This is twofold. Mm-hmm. Not only is it talking about our enemies, but it's pertaining to us as well. Right? Like something that we all have to understand. When we just out here making our mistakes, be careful. Watch yourself. See what I'm saying? Watch your step is what we always say in I.S.U.P.K. Like, you want to watch how you want to watch yourself. See what I'm saying? When it comes to this, come to that. Don't let this become a sin. Don't let this thing, cause you to make the Most High angry. See what I'm saying? And the Most High is a Father that is very merciful. That's what he's known for. If you don't know the Most High, as far as anything, as far as the characteristics, know one thing, that he is long-suffering and merciful. See what I'm saying? He is an amazing Father. Like you getting high for 30 years of your life, and he still hasn't killed you. Right. That's being slow to anger. Right. See what I'm saying? Imagine that. Imagine the Father just watching you just sin for 30 years, 50 years, and he still doesn't punish you. Right. But then you keep doing that thing that he does not like. The 51st year of your life, you're out of here. Right. Your life is cut short. Now you pushed him to the edge. You really provoked him. See what I'm saying? So read that one more time.
From the top?
Mm-hmm. As far as verse 3.
Oh, come on. The Lord is slow to anger.
The Lord is what?
Slow to anger.
The Lord is slow to anger, man. But keep going.
And great in power.
He's great in power. Keep going.
And will not at all acquit the wicked.
He will what?
Will not at all acquit the wicked.
What is that talking about?
He's not going to forgive you. He's not going to let you slide.
He's not going to let you slide. You see what I'm saying? There's going to come a time and place where you will meet the Most High.
Right.
You will see him that day.
Yeah, right.
And when I say that you will see the Most High, you will meet him, meaning the Most High is going to show his work. He's going to punish you. He has power.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Against you, though. You know what I mean? Or against your enemies.
Right.
Right now, our enemies are seeing the power, seeing the work of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? They are seeing it. They are feeling it physically. They are dying from it. They see that someone has, I mean, this virus is something. It can't be of man. They always say that, you know, that people make all diseases from labs and stuff like that. Nah, not everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not everything at all. You know what I'm saying? Man, but you know what's funny though? Imagine if this virus did come out all the way to July and August to summer, right? Here comes those mosquitoes. Those mosquitoes, boy, they finna have the virus too, boy, and everybody finna have it now.
Oh man.
Get the biting. Oh, you know, you was walking just fine the other day. You collapsed.
Good.
Now you got the virus.
You really got going outside now.
You really ain't going outside. So you make sure every window is closed. It is sealed. You want to make sure that you got bulletproof screens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you want to make sure that you don't get that virus, or your kids don't get it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I thought it was funny. I'm waiting for a meme to come out like that.
Yeah, you know.
Because I thought about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I thought about something like that. See? So yeah. Is it more on that?
Come on.
All right, go ahead.
The Lord has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm.
Oh, I love this. I forgot about this scripture. Yeah. So the Most High has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm. That's talking about natural disasters.
Right. Earthquakes,
tornadoes, and hurricanes. Man, something that I found out is that angels are those things. They turn into those things.
That's crazy.
See what I'm saying? Like, when you see that tornado, that is the work of an angel. Like, it's the angel. Yeah. He's spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, like he's tearing up everything.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That hurricane, like for example, when it talks about when the man had nobody to push him in the water because the angel walked into the water.
Oh yeah, troubled the water.
He troubled the water. See what I'm saying? Meaning he was controlling that water and it being blessed and it being, you know, holy and things of that sort, to where it was cleansing the people. See what I'm saying? It was knocking off their afflictions, their sins and things of that sort, right? That hurricane, boy, is in that water. It is tearing up so much. That's like, you know, when I think of a hurricane or like when it's spinning inside, I think of it like a tornado in the water. Okay. So in a sense, like, I mean, but no, there's cases where tornadoes have been in the water, you know, top. But you know, that is angels doing that. What?
Which, like, that makes so much sense because if you ever like notice sometimes a storm will move like it's a person. Like it's going one way and you're like, damn, what's that? It picked the air. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. It's so funny too. As far as the tornado, they said like when certain things are in a tornado, there's a certain part of the tornado that causes more damage, and there's one part of, I think it's the
eye of it, the middle of it.
Yeah, like the eye of it, I think it does more damage. Right?
No, nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens. Yeah. But when it gets to the top, that's when shit's flying.
Yeah, it goes crazy.
Everywhere. You know what I mean? That's when shit is flying and everything. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's dope, man. But is that it on that?
Almost.
Okay, go ahead.
And the clouds are the dust of his feet.
And the clouds are the dust of his feet. Yeah. What is that talking about?
He's in the heavens.
He's in the heavens. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, Most High said something about we said my man. It's another one. What's the one where he said like he put his foot on earth or something like that? You remember what I'm talking? You remember that scripture?
That one he said you saw him shaking my boot.
Something like that. I forget. But anyway, let me see. Hold on. Okay, give me Revelation 18:4. But you get that point though, you know what I mean? Like if you're not doing what you're supposed to, the Most High is going to terrorize you, just like he's terrorizing our oppressor as of right now. It can happen to any of us, but if you want to avoid these curses, if you want to avoid, the things that are to come to shake up this earth, you have to do one thing, and I'm going to show you in this scripture right here.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4.
You got to listen to the words. You got to hearken to the words of this scripture. Go ahead.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her.
Come what?
Come out of her.
Meaning Jeremiah, it's like not Jeremiah, John the Baptist, he heard the words of someone out of heaven say, come out of her. My what?
Come out of her, my people.
And it say all people. Say what?
My people.
My people. It's talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It says my people, not all people. See what I'm saying? My people. And anytime that you see it says my people, you might see something that says, oh Israel, oh house of Israel, Jacob, Israel. You know what I mean? Like you would see those names. Like there's an audience always. See what I'm saying? Keep going. Come out of her, my people. Verse 4.
Come out of her, my people. That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That you be not partakers of her sins. Now, who is the her?
This is Babylon the Great.
It's Babylon, because Babylon is a whore. And why is Babylon a whore? Like why does it say that in the Bible? Okay, better yet, why does the Most High liken Babylon to be a woman, but a woman that is a whore?
And it's because like she's worthless.
Okay.
It says like a whore is like a whore is like it's like spit, like it's worthless.
Worthless. You see what I'm saying? It has no value.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something else too. Like it's just disgusting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Very destructive.
Yeah.
I mean, man, whores are destructive out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know secondhand. So like I look at it serious as hell when I say it. I was, but I never know. Right. I don't know nothing about whores. But what I do know is from what I've seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like whores are destructive.
Right.
And America has been very destructive. Babylon was destructive. Every captivity, man, was very destructive. The Roman Empire, don't get me started, boy. I mean, the Roman Empire, man, they did all nasty things, disgusting things. Oh, even that, a whore is disgusting.
Right.
In every way. See what I'm saying? She having sex with everybody. She spreading all the filthiness. I mean, committed a great crime against the Lord. Okay, so when it says, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. Now, when it says come out of her, what does that mean?
Come out, it's like come out of her ways, like her customs.
Customs, the ways. You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what he's talking about. And what is the customs of this place that we must separate ourselves from as Israelite men and women?
So much. All the holidays, homosexuality, the drugs, the murdering each other. Like it's just all of it. Anything that's American, come about that. Be anti-American.
Right. Ready? Anything that represents sin, that goes against the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Which goes against the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we know everything in America goes up against the Most High.
Right. Like,
for example, what's so funny about this virus? Nobody's talking about St. Patrick's Day. For once.
Shut it down.
They shut it down.
Right. So
they cancel, it's called, it's not Lollapalooza, but it's like a Minnesota version.
Okay.
So, like Coachella?
Yeah.
They canceled that. It's the same thing like Lollapalooza.
Okay.
They canceled the March parade. They canceled everything. They even finna cancel the liquor store. God damn. They finna shut down the liquor store.
Now they're going too far.
You see what I'm saying? Restaurants.
Yeah.
Man, like I was just thinking about the other day to go to this one restaurant, but as of today, I believe at 8, it's already 8. They are closing down restaurants. See what I'm saying? In certain stores. You know what I mean? Certain stores might be open, but then we're gonna figure out, see, like Walmart's gonna be closed now.
It's like drive-through only for out.
Yeah, drive-through or takeout.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Let me see. All the heathens, damn right. Sister said, Most High in Christ. Damn right, sister, Most High in Christ. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it's talking about. So keep going on that if you could.
It says,
and that ye receive not.
And that ye receive not of her plague.
Okay, also too, it says that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Yeah.
So what this is talking about is how America is going to get judged. Babylon, which is spiritually, America, which is spiritually Babylon. See what I'm saying? Or pretty much Egypt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the foundation has always been the same with each empire,
right,
so to speak. And this place right here in America is going to receive these plagues. They are going to receive, you know, a lot of hell, a lot of distress, a lot of mourning.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And right now, this virus is taking over. And it's spreading like wildfire.
Right.
And these earthquakes just happened just, I believe, either today or yesterday. And I pray something else happens. I pray this keeps our people in fear. And I pray in these days and times, as we're seeing what's going on to our enemies, to the other nations, that we get ourselves in order together. Like, this is the time. This is the time to fix ourselves. I mean, every day is here, man. Every day that Christ does not come back is another day for us to get ourselves in order. Because ain't no telling when Christ is on his way or when this is all going to burn and end. Okay? Is that it on that?
Live, sir.
What?
Yeah, no, it's like it is.
It is?
Yeah, and receive none of her plagues.
And receive none of her plagues. Okay? Get, let's see here. Give me Psalms 14 and 9. Oh, no, sorry, my bad. I'm tweaking. Psalms 149 and 8.
The book of Psalms, chapter 149 and verse 8. To bind their kings with chains.
To do what?
To bind their kings with chains. And their nobles with fetters of iron. Verse 9. To execute upon them the judgment written.
Actually, hold on one second. I probably don't want that one right now. Actually, give me Amos 5 and 18. Actually, that's the whole point I was trying to get into. Yeah, Amos 5 and 18. Hey, you give me strawberry? Yeah. Do you mind giving me 2 minutes after this is over? Yeah. So I can just do that survey quick.
Oh yeah. Oh, you work from home? Yeah.
Yeah. I think they said it's a quick service, so I just want to hit that real quick.
I got you. Amos 5.
18. Yeah. Let me see. Hey, Shalom on Christ, sis. All right, so yeah, Amos 5 and 18 is the next scripture and the last one that we're going to get into before we close it out, all right? You can't find it?
Yeah, it's in there. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. Ain't no rush. You know, I'm very patient. I'm known for that. Patience. No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's going to be Amos 5 and 18.
The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Say it one more time.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. It's talking about our King, YAHANNA. Now, what does the word woe mean? I love that. That's a good word. I like that word, by the way. Because it has a lot of meaning to it. Go ahead.
Woe means like watch out, like it's kind of like a warning, like warning.
Yes, it is. It's a warning. You know what I mean? It's like saying viewers' discretion is advised.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the word woe is an old English Quaker word, And this like it has many context to it. But in this one, it's talking about, you know, woe like being like destruction unto this person. Oh. Right? It's saying destruction unto this person that desires the day of the Lord. Why do you think the Bible is saying
that? So like, cause I think what he's saying, the people who are looking for the people who like sometimes you had that for your house out of turn might not understand how devastating that day is going to be when it happens.
Yes, yes, and that's part of it. Like, okay. And in U.P.K, we talk about Christ coming and what he's going to do when he comes. But another thing is for brothers and sisters to understand is that a lot of us, like, how can I say it? A lot of us say things that we should be careful. I'm careful what you wish for, right? You got to be careful what you wish for, because if Yahushua came today, right? Do you know if you are going to be dead or not? If you're going to be on a chariot or not? Right. And that's very deep to think about and to really, just really think about. You could go ahead.
A lot of us, you know, be like, I can't wait for y'all to come back, and not knowing when you come back, your mother might be on the other side of that sword. Your brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you coming back, he's coming back to war.
Right.
Don't tell him who's going to die. You know?
But more the point is, it's personal about me at this moment, because it's like when he comes back, are you still gonna be sinning? Are you going to be keeping the law? Are you going to be serving the law? Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that you really want to consider and think about. Because a lot of people have this perception that when he comes down, he's sending out hugs and kisses. See what I'm saying? He's going to hug everybody like, oh, my brother, my sister, oh, come here. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be like that. If he walks up to you, you can try to run. Right. You can try to hide. If he walks up to you, you don't know whether he's coming to say, job well done, or I knew you not, shalom, and he cuts your head off, your shoulders. So I advise you, if you are in that time of day when Christ returns, I will buckle my knees and hit those knees on that ground and beg for mercy. Because you can be, you could be a captain, a general, whoever, an officer, whatever your status is, and still be killed. You know what I'm saying? And it's all up to the Most High what he wants to happen to you. Right. So, you know, woe unto that person that desires the day of the Lord. Like we say what's happening and with the virus and stuff like that, a lot of us can laugh at it and make fun of it and, you know, see what's going on. But, I mean, what if Christ came today? Right. Would you be worthy to be on those chariots? Or would you lose your life? So now, as a brother and sister, that means you gotta sharpen up your brotherhood. Maybe you gotta really be more extra serious about that law. You know what I'm saying? You can't allow yourself to slip. You can't allow yourself to, you know, have wiggle room for sin. See what I'm saying? Sin should not be, well, I'm just going to do it sometime. It should not be a sometime, every once in a while thing. The law should be an everyday thing, all the time. That's why the Bible says that you have to have those. You should wear that law around your neck as if it's a necklace. Bind it around your neck, because that way you keep it on you all the time. You see what I'm saying? Instead of keeping that weed, that crack, all those unlawful things on you, you should keep this law on you. Because when that time comes, it's up to the Most High to see if you're worthy or not.
Life or death.
It's a life or death. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So it's like this is really talking about, like, make sure that you're on point, that you're doing what you are supposed to do. And if you're not doing what you are supposed to do, get some counsel and work on it.
That work.
See what I'm saying? Pray that when the Lord does come, our King Yahushua, that you are worthy enough and that you are told, job well done. Right. And you end up on those chariots. Right. You get that crown of life. See what I'm saying? You get that reward that you've been fighting for. You know what I mean? Like people in the world, like being in the world is a waste of time of a lifestyle.
Right.
Like being in the world is filled with pain, suffering, and just how can I say it? It's like just foolishness, man. It's not worth losing your life over. Now, I remember one time I told somebody because like you know, all Israelite guys when YAHANNA comes, they are going to come back in a regeneration. I know someone had told me like, look, we all want to. I told them about that story, right? As far as how YAHANNA is going to come back, and how that we're still going to come back in the kingdom in the regeneration. Well, someone said then, well, I guess I'll just keep smoking then. And if Christ comes and kills me, I'll be back. And I'm like, you're missing the damn point.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like you're using that out of context.
Right.
Like you just want to be a sick bastard.
You might come back crippled.
You are going to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
You're going to come back horrible and screwed up. And then you're going to be like, oh, so now you want that weed.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Now you want that crack.
Right.
Now you still want to pop those scores?
Right.
Now you can't see. You can't talk. You can't move. You're paralyzed out of the womb. How about that?
Good night.
I mean, the Most High, you don't want to test his power. You know what I mean? You never want to be a child that tests your parents. You know what I'm saying? Try to provoke them. Like, people should watch what they say and how they live. Watch your mouth and watch how you walk. Walk up straight and don't walk all funny and crooked. Don't walk in the wrong path, man. You want to walk in the straight and narrow path. You got something?
No, this I'm reading the verse after this Amos verse.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
It says, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Thank you. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. That's proof that YAHANNA is not coming for peace and love. He said in Matthew 5th chapter, I come not for what?
I came not to bring peace.
I came not to bring peace, but
war.
But war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he's bringing.
Yeah.
And war is what's going to happen. And if you want your blood to be all over his white, glorious garments, then so be it. Live your life making excuses. And also being in the world is just living excuses. Go ahead.
It's like the verse after, you were saying like you can't escape them.
You cannot escape the Most High.
That's like it says like you run from a lion and then run into a bear, or you go into the house and lean on the wall and a snake bite. Like you can't get away from it.
Yeah, right. Like I know this is not real, but like imagine trying to run from the Lord, right? You see what I'm saying? Or better yet, okay. Imagine trying to run from Michael Myers. Michael Myers, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He walking, but you running.
Right.
And then you run into Freddy.
Yeah.
And then you run into Candyman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That like you try to run from the Lord, but here comes this person.
Yeah.
Here comes this angel. Yeah. Here comes this to attack you. Like you have nowhere to go.
Right.
See what I'm saying? It's either that you get in line or you are going to be killed.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Get with the program. If you don't, it's a wrap. Okay? So I just want to say, shout out to the Most High for the coronavirus, the Most High in Christ. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And also too, man, hey, shout out to every brother and sister, man, doing what they are supposed to do in this truth, man. Really striving, trying to fix themselves and cleanse themselves with all this wickedness, man. And it's a battle, man. It's a fight. And I want to let you know that you better always keep fighting and striving. The Most High said, if you strive for the truth, he's going to strive for you, man. Right. And I'm paraphrasing. That's in the book of Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha, all right? So I want you to understand that. And keep on doing what you're supposed to. Call for counsel, get some help. Don't be a coward. Don't make any excuses. And be a brother to another brother and a sister to another sister, man. All right, with that being said, shalom. And we're going to go ahead and get these announcements and prayers. Okay. All right, let's get it. All right, for the pastor class, trooper, the tie, man. Round it up.
We had an I.S.U.P.K start out of 1 West 125th Street, Hall, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When the new brother and sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, a brother and sister, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother and sister, in Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means a tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra, a tenth of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. The priest fund, which is a free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming holy convocations,
the upcoming holy convocation is going to be Passover, but we're going to get more information about that a little bit later. All right.
If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. We're going to face the east. We're going to get into this Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Avanawa, Shabbat Shemayah, Kudash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Malakwasta, Lama'ah, Watazaka, I.S.U.P.K, Waratazah, Kawah, I.S.U.P.K, Washamayah, Nathaniel, Lakon, Kol, Leon, Wasalaki, Kawaki, Kazalaki, Kawaki, Wala'ah, Daba'ai, don't say one. The ball. I.S.U.P.K, Beyond. Right. Kiyah. Lakab. Hamalakwa. Wa'ala. Wa'atapara. La'awalamya.
Among. The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Give us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Amen.
We're going to bless Israel in Hebrew. In Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Rakhanah. Ba'ashrah. Salat. Wayah. Wahabayah. Sapari. Barak. Bapah. Magun. Hagun. We'll say the name of love once and everybody repeat. All right, come on. The Kamanaya. David. Rabia.
All of Israel.
All right. Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Bless Israel. In the English, what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua. Bless us in Israel. In the school. Bless Yahushua protect. Loved ones. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. I.S.U.P.K power structure. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Like prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests. Israelite brothers. In the school. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel. That refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the Edomites. And the nation. And their drug dealers. Forces. The princesses. Land parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek synagogues and armies. Roman Catholic Church. The Pope.
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
the Aryan Nation,
Skinheads,
Skinhead,
Kamikaze,
Kamikaze,
the gay movement,
gay movement,
the lesbian
the lesbian movement,
spies, workers of witchcraft, United States program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways. Came with access channel, and the radio channel. Come pick the spirit of any of thy people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the evil. That stand in the way. Try to stop us. Or that try to stop us. From broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth and consume them. Right. Let the plague shake the house of the thief.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief
And the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahweh shine. Michael and Gabriel. Down with flying saucers. Punish all the evil that come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all. That it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread to the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you always.
So be it. I'm going to give a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Amijam, Barak, Yahweh, I.S.U.P.K, Barakatah. He got something else to yeah. You want to help him do something? Bring something up there?
No.